For me, personally, it's Liam's voice. That's the Oasis sound. You know, anyone can crank up the guitars and sound like, wow, you sound big. But without the right voice behind you, then you're not going to sound that big.
The whole thing about Oasis is when we very first seen him, as I said before, on the first gig, he had sunglasses on. When I first met him, he had the same walk. With me, Liam's always been a real deal.
I mean, the lasting impression I had, I guess, of that first gig was Liam, because they were crowded onto this really small stage, and logically, the singer stands at the front, and even if Liam had been standing at the back, he would have been the person that you looked at.
He's a total pro when it comes to singing. He's probably not a total pro about getting himself there or anything like that, but once he goes very well.
He has a very Mancunian sort of delivery, which at the time, the bands that were coming out of Manchester, they were, you know, they weren't singing in, you know, fake American accents and, you know, put on accents. The singers used to sing as they talked.
I just feel the fucking bollocks, man. You know, every time I fucking sing, I feel fucking really good.
He was very characteristic and distinctive from the off, from the first time I heard him sing, but certainly as the band got more recognition and more fans, he felt more comfortable about going his own way.
I was listening to a lot of demos recently from that period, and Liam was... His singing's really gentle. It's not at all what it's like, but he developed fast as well. But he started off and he was you know, he was almost angelic at times.
He can put nuances in another way, you know. Live Forever is such a classic example of him just doing a straightforward ballad in quite a touching way.
I've never held a microphone in my entire life. It feels weird. It doesn't feel comfortable. I've always either leaned on it or my hands behind my back. And the reason I do that is because I get more power out of the singing. If I held it like that, I'd feel like a bit of a fucking... I don't know, a bit weird.
I think he's always had it sort of just slouching and looking up and the way he does, yeah.
Again, that immediately struck me from the outset. Well, the reason he's not moving is because he doesn't have to, or he believes he doesn't have to. The way that he's singing is so physical. You know, he's just wrenching this sound out from his legs, from his throat.
It's just like holding notes, you know, on certain things. I don't like to go as in my imagination. It's to me boring, you know.
We were doing a radio session up in Manchester, and we were doing cigarettes and alcohol. It went out live on the radio thing, and he done the sunshine bit for the first time. And when we heard it back, he went. He didn't like it at first, and he was sort of, I don't know about that. And it seemed like within seconds, McGee was on the phone, and he went, "Where did the sunshine bit come from?" And I went, "I don't know." He went, "Tell me, keep it. It's fucking great." And, of course, now he fucking does it on everything. Oh, yeah.
Even when he's talking to you.
Yeah. We're going out for a pint.
I think he's a pretty unique singer, really, in rock and roll terms.
You know, he was one of the rock voices of the last sort of 10, 20 years.
He has no fear. If he's got to go from this note to that note, he'll go from this note to that note.
Liam was down the end of the room, behind the glass door. He was just singing there, and then we'd stop, and then we'd either get the thumbs up, and then we'd go, "Liam, did you get it?" And he pretty much, it was like 1 or 2 takes, and it was all there, wasn't it?
Once you got him going, off you'd go. You'd go take 1, take 2, take 3, and you just keep singing. So always in tune, never out of tune.
I can't remember the exact lines, but something like you had a big bonfire inside yourself. Yeah, and it sounds like when you're talking now, you have that as again.
Yeah,
what fuels that bonfire in you? Do you ever think about that?
I don't know. It's just...
Is that frustration or...
Well, life, mate, I think. I think it's life. Life throws a lot of shit at people's, you know, and I just diffuse it by playing and singing the way I sing.